Malacanang assures that there will be no let-up in the campaign against corruption. Presidential spokesman Edwin Lacerda says this will continue until the last day of the Aquino administration. Lacerda was reacting to the survey of Transparency International, where 35% of Filipino respondents said corruption in the country decreased a little. Lacerda also said that steps are continuously being taken to address the poverty problems in the country. More from Rocky Ignacio.
The Aquino administration continues to implement programs that will alleviate the plight of the poor. Presidential spokesperson Edwin Lacerda stressed this following the report of the National Statistical Coordination Board on the alleged widening gap between the rich and the poor. He said the government is working double time to achieve inclusive growth and economic inequality.
We're addressing inclusive growth. It is a challenge for us. From the very start of our administration, we have said that we're going to bat for inclusive growth, and it's not going to happen overnight. So we're continuously doing and making sure that no one will be left behind.
Based on the NSCB, the high-income class enjoys the good economic growth than the middle-income class.
I'm not sure if that's correct. There has been a growth even in the lowest levels, and if you notice the growth, for instance, there's a growth of 8% in the lowest level, 4% in 3+ in the middle income, and from the high, so 10. All those growths, if you notice, are above inflation rates. Inflation is 3.2. There's real growth even in the low level.
Malacanang also believes that the government's economic reforms are on the right track. Lacerda added that part of the government thrust is to make the business climate conducive to foreign investments.
So job generation, making the business environment climate, Philippine business environment conducive for more foreign investments. And we believe that we are in the
One of the actions taken by the Aquino administration in fighting poverty is to eradicate graft and corruption. Lacerda said this amidst a report of the Transparency International Global Corruption Barometer 2013, noting the slight decrease of corruption in the country. Based on the report, 38% believes that the incidence of corruption has gone down from the 6% in 2010-2011.
In 2013, only 32% believe that corruption increased, 31% remained the same, and from 6% of those who felt in 2010 that corruption decreased, it's now 38% believe that corruption decreased. We recognize that there's still some levels of corruption, but the people have seen that there is a consistent fight against corruption under this government, and so it has been recognized by those surveyed. From a 6% in 2010, it's now 38%. These are perceptions. What is important is that on every institution, whether you're the most corrupt or the least corrupt, there should be a fight against corruption.
Filipinos have recognized President Aquino's straight path of governance. The president vowed to institutionalize good governance until the last day of his leadership.
Those who were surveyed, at the very least, recognize that there have been an increase in the recognition that corruption is decreased under this administration, and we continue to fight against corruption. This is an ongoing process, and it will continue to the very last day in our administration.
For the People's Television, Rocky Ignacio.